surrounds thee both.
Mr. Sterrick sends his regard!
They are a child who believes he can solve all the world's woes with a flick of a blade. We're not playing games anymore, Roth!
Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Alright, so like I said in my last video game review, I've been wanting to get back into playing some video games, and I got hooked playing this game. Assassin's Creed Syndicate is the 8th installment of the Assassin's Creed series. And Assassin's Creed, I love the Assassin's Creed games. I really have. I mean, the first game I thought was like, interesting concept. You can use some work in it. And then ever since Assassin's Creed 2, I fell in love with this series. And it's been a few years since I played. The last Assassin's Creed game I played was Assassin's Creed Unity, which I believe was the first Assassin's Creed. It was the first Assassin's Creed I bought for the PlayStation 4. And to be honest with you, I hated the game. The story was good, it's just some of the mechanics I thought, and then it was so buggy as hell. I just remember hating Assassin's Creed Unity. It turned me off of the Assassin's Creed franchise, and also that movie that came out a few years ago also really soured my likeness of the Assassin's Creed series. But you know, I bought this game a year ago, and I've been wanting to play it, and so I finally got around to playing Syndicate. And so here's what I thought about the game. I loved it. I had a fun time playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I forgot how much I enjoyed the Assassin's Creed games. And like the whole story of it is you have multiple stories in these games, from the stuff that's going on in modern day. That stuff doesn't really you don't really care about that stuff really. But then the stuff going on in the past. Something in the past is linking into the present. You know, it's typical Assassin's Creed stuff. And this game takes place in Victorian London, the most modern setting for the Assassin's Creed franchise so far. And really as far as we've gone, because now we're going really further in the past. I already got my copy of Assassin's Creed Origins. I'll be playing that next. But overall, like, I love Victorian London, because Victorian London is things I've seen so many times, from Doctor Who, Sherlock Holmes. It was cool seeing these settings, and I love how this game introduces like all these important historical figures like Alexander Graham Bell, Charles Dickens, Marx, and Charles Darwin, all these characters, Queen Victoria. I mean, it was cool seeing all these important people that I've studied in history. And that's one thing I love about Assassin's Creed. It's an action-adventure video game mixed in with a little history, a little sci-fi, but it has that little historical fiction that I just love. And you play as the Fry Twins. And it's the first game where you play as two different characters. And I think both characters bring their own different dynamic to this game. Sure, do they play similar to each other? Yes, but the Jacob Fry character can level up more the combat abilities, and Evie Fry can enhance her stealth abilities more than Jacob can. So I really like the dynamic between the two, and I liked how they're not the same character. I liked how Jacob's character, he's kind of an idiot. He's kind of a dumb guy. Usually talks more with his fists than he does anything. And you have Evie, who's the more intelligent, really the brains behind their crew. And then I like their dynamic between in this game, and they kind of go their own separate ways in this game. At the end, they have to come together. The villain was kind of predictable, or kind of by the nose for Assassin's Creed. Overall, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I thought it was a cool game. I liked the idea of the Shroud of Eden. And then I liked a little bit what they were doing modern day. I'm curious to see, because it goes into a completely new direction the next Assassin's Creed I'm getting ready to start. So overall, guys, I really did enjoy Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I love Victorian London. I would love to see I could see another game with these, because I love these twin characters. I like it reminded me a lot of Brotherhood, where you're building your Brotherhood in these areas. You have to get rid of the Templar or the gang control. I really did enjoy that. And this game felt more Assassin's Creed to me than it has since probably Assassin's Creed 3. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, because Unity, like I said, I didn't care for Unity. Assassin's Creed 4 was an awesome pirate game, not a great Assassin's Creed game. And I think this kind of brings it back to about the war between the Assassins and Templars a little bit. So I did enjoy this game. So guys, if you play Assassin's Creed Syndicate, where your thoughts come below, let me know. And guys, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to see more, tell your friends about Easy Nation. All too easy.